Hi, so I wanted to show you my example of the crossword puzzle that I made in the lesson of Google Applied Digital Skills. So this was to be used in a Much Ado About Nothing escape room. So as you can see, if you look up here, it is a Google Sheet. I made my acrosses and downs like they teach you how to do. Then I went back and I decorated it. If you hit insert, you can put in images and then you can, drag those images by the corner like I've showed you and put images into the crossword puzzle to go along with your theme. So that is very easy to do. These are check boxes, which I believe the Google Applied Skills teaches you how to do. They also teach you how to do the hints. And what happens is when the students click on this, they have to look at, now I have it very small and the students can make it as big as they want, but it says G5 across. So they're looking for G and they're looking for 5 and it's a cross. So that is where they'll type their answers and it tells them to type them in all caps. And that's just to help them. So they would make this bigger when they go to solve it. And of course, they can scroll over to see all of the clues. They can put a check in the box once they've done that one if they would like to. And they can also scroll down to see all the clues. I'm going to put it back at 50% just to kind of show you everything. So the reason why some of these squares are pink is because if you want to use a crossword puzzle, which I'm asking you to use a crossword puzzle in your escape room, you need a way to get a code. So you would come up with a code word or a code phrase, and those letters you would turn a different color so you could tell the students in the end they are to take the letters that are in the colors and unscramble them to get the code word. So if you will look down here, you have 2 sheets in this one resource that you've made in Google Sheets. You have 2 sheets. One is the actual puzzle and one is the answers. So I'm going to flip over to the answers and you'll see on the answer page, and it will tell you how to make this answer page in the lesson on Google Applied Digital Skills. So you can see what the answers are in the code letters. And then what I did, and this is just me, this isn't a part of the lesson, I added a note to tell me what the code word is. And I put an exclamation mark in the square so I don't forget where my note is. So my code word for this puzzle is hey, nani, nani, which makes sense to the kids after we've read the play or watched the play. That note will pop up every time you are in the vicinity of that exclamation mark. So years later, you can remind yourself, if you need to, what your code word was. And you do that, you add a note very easily under insert again. Insert, note. And the note will go wherever your cursor is. So I had put my cursor in the square before I inserted the note. This note will pop up and then you just type in your note whatever you want to type in your note. So those are some things to know that Google Applied Digital lesson will not teach you. Okay, then what you do after you have yours set up, you go to File and you're going to make a copy. And the copy you make is for your students. This is your copy. And this is why you want to make a copy for your students. After you've made the copy for your students, you are going to delete the answer part. You will hit delete here because you don't want the students to see the answers. So you make a copy. See, this is my example. I've made a copy here, and as you can see, there's no answers on the students. Then when you go to share this with the students in the escape room, it's a Google application. So again, you hit the share button. You're going to make sure that this says anyone on the internet with this link can edit. And remember, you're going to copy that link. Then when you put it in your escape room, you are going to paste the URL. And again, this is very important that you remember this every time. You are going to erase from the end through the word edit, and you're going to write the word copy. Always erase through the word edit and write the word copy so that they do not all try to write on the same sheet and they do not mess it up for you or for others. That way, the drive makes them make their own copy before they start messing with the crossword puzzle. Oh, and just let me show you that it works. So if they are in here, all they have to do is type a letter and it shows up. And again, we've asked them to do it in all caps, and so they should.